And it is now being announced that Stefon Diggs not only lost the Super Bowl, he also lost his girl in the same night.
And like one time he just told me, like, it was like, let me heal you. Give me a chance for me to heal you. And it's like, okay.
Cardi B's Good Luck wasn't random. It was the moment everything started falling apart. 2 words. That's all Cardi B gave the cameras before the biggest game of Stefon Diggs' career. Good luck. And the internet didn't hear support. It heard a warning. Because less than 48 hours later, fans were watching a Super Bowl loss turn into a public relationship collapse. With rumors, receipts, debates, and Offset's smug little I won energy hovering over everything like a soundtrack. And once you see the timeline laid out, it starts looking less like bad luck and more like the ending Cardi already saw coming. Here's what made that moment so loud. Cardi had spent months playing the role of Diggs' loudest supporter, turning their relationship into a weekly public storyline. So when a reporter asked her for a pre-Super Bowl message and she deadpanned "good luck" before walking off, it didn't land like a hype quote. It landed like distance. Not anger, not drama, just detachment. And in celebrity relationships, detachment is usually what shows up right before the unfollow button does. That's why the clip caught fire. People weren't reacting to the words. They were reacting to the energy, the facial expression, the speed of the exit. That "I'm not doing this on camera" look that screams there's already been a conversation off camera. And once the internet senses that, it doesn't wait for confirmation. It starts building the story in real time. Because the truth is, a lot of celebrity breakups don't start with cheating headlines. They start with one small public slip where the mask doesn't fit for 2 seconds. And everyone notices. And that was the first crack. But that wasn't the part that turned the whole weekend nuclear.
I ask you, let me ask the audience. It is embarrassing for someone as talented as you are to be associated with a man who has multiple accusations, charges, lawsuits, and lost the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl 60 wasn't just another big game. It was one of the most watched events in the country, with the Seahawks beating the Patriots 29-13 on the biggest possible stage, ESPN. And that's what made every personal detail feel amplified. When millions are watching, even a relationship side-eye becomes news. Cardi still showed up in the spotlight, literally. She made a cameo during Bad Bunny's halftime show and later posted that she had a time at the game, even turning the night into a photo shoot moment. People. But what viewers clocked was what she didn't do. She wasn't standing 10 toes down in the way people expected, especially after that cold "good luck." And once the Patriots started getting handled, the narrative tightened. Not only was Diggs losing on the field, it looked like he was losing control of the entire image off the field too. Then the next signal hits the one that basically acts like the celebrity breakup bat signal, the unfollow. By the time Monday rolled around, fans noticed Cardi B and Stefon Diggs weren't following each other on Instagram anymore. And that detail alone was enough to set the culture on fire. Entertainment Tonight reported the split rumors and noted the unfollowing as the trigger for speculation. Entertainment Tonight. Because unfollowing is public. It's intentional. It's not "we're working through it." It's "I want distance where everybody can see it." And in modern celebrity relationships, that's basically the press release, especially when it happens right after a massive public event. And here's the part most people miss. The unfollow isn't usually the beginning. It's the confirmation that something already snapped earlier. So when did it snap? That's where the rumors start pouring in. Baby mama drama, hotel room claims, and all the stuff that spreads faster than anyone can prove it. But the reason it spread so fast wasn't just gossip. It was Diggs' existing reputation cloud hanging over the whole thing.
Imagine using your social capital for a man who had his court date pushed back so he can make it to the Super Bowl and then lose. It's truly embarrassing. We don't see him hyping you up. Matter of fact, when he was asked about if you were going to get a ring, he joked and said he got to get one.
When someone's name is already tied to serious allegations in public reporting, the internet becomes less cautious and more ruthless. In late 2025, ESPN reported Diggs was facing a felony charge of strangulation and a misdemeanor assault charge stemming from an alleged incident, which Diggs denied through his attorney. ESPN, that matters. Because once that kind of story exists in the public mind, everything after it gets interpreted through the worst possible lens. the logic becomes, if that headline exists, then maybe the other rumors are true too. That's not fairness. That's how the internet works. So when the weekend chaos hit, it didn't feel like a fresh scandal. It felt like another chapter in a pattern. And Cardi's position looked even worse in the eyes of the audience because she wasn't just dating him. She'd tied her image to him. Which brings us to the detail that made people stop joking for a second. The baby. Public reporting confirms Cardi B and Stefon Diggs welcomed a baby boy in November 2025. People that changed the emotional temperature of everything. Because now it wasn't just celebrity couple drama, it was a brand new family situation, under a microscope, potentially collapsing in the loudest way possible. And once a story includes a newborn, the internet stops treating it like entertainment and starts treating it like a morality play. People pick sides harder. Reactions get more intense. The idea of she gave him everything suddenly feels less like a dramatic line and more like a warning label. But even with all that, the person who benefited most from the chaos wasn't Diggs. It was Offset. Because while Cardi and Diggs were getting dragged into breakup rumors, Offset was sitting in the background like, "I told you so," without even having to say it out loud. Except, he basically did.
Let them go. Y'all are bigger and better without them. Y'all are doing phenomenal things that y'all do not need to be attached to these trash men. And if this is healing, keep it away from me. Whatever type of healing this is that he was offering you, you might want to go and write a essay about this, because this could not be.
The phrase "I won" is simple, but in context, it hit like a slap. Multiple outlets and commentators framed Offset's cryptic "I won" post as a shot connected to Diggs' legal news and the highly public relationship timeline. Times of India. And that's why the internet turned it into the ultimate punchline. Offset won without stepping onto a field. Not because he suddenly became a better man, not because he fixed anything, but because the replacement storyline appeared to crash on national television, and he got to watch the moment everyone stopped pretending it was a fairy tale. That kind of narrative is viral by design. Heartbreak, public humiliation, rivalry, and a scoreboard mentality. But the real reason it sticks is because it taps into something people recognize. When someone leaves a toxic situation, they want the next one to be peace, not another war with different uniforms. Which is why the final twist of the story isn't about Diggs. It's about Cardi doing what she always does, turning disaster into momentum. The relationship drama is messy, the rumors are loud. The internet is going to keep remixing the story until the next headline drops. But the one part that's consistent is this: Cardi doesn't stay down for long. Even in the middle of split speculation, she was posting about the Super Bowl weekend like she was still moving forward, still controlling her own narrative, still turning a chaotic moment into content and currency. People. So maybe the real ring in this story isn't the one people keep joking about. Maybe it's the one thing that never left her. The stage, the spotlight, and the ability to survive public embarrassment and still look like the main character when the smoke clears. And if you watched this whole timeline and thought, nah, that good luck was a warning, you're probably not alone.
It was not only the good luck, it was her facial expressions, it was her body language.